First at 11, we're learning much more about what happened today when a Flint airport police officer was stabbed. We're getting answers as to who the suspect is, how long he was in the airport, and what happened once he got inside.
24-Hour News 8's Lindsay McComal was at the airport all day, and she has the latest on what we've learned.
Tonight, we got our hands on the federal complaint detailing the terrorism charges against suspect Amor Fatui. In it, it states that he came into the airport around 8:52 this morning. The attack on Lieutenant Jeff Neville happened around 9:38. Now, it also shows that Fatui reportedly asked officers why they did not kill him when they were arresting him. According to his Facebook page, he's from Tunisia, but he lives in Quebec, and he is being held on a federal detainer. Now, tonight, the airport is back open as usual. We've seen planes both landing and taking off, but the investigation into why Fatui allegedly carried out this attack is just beginning.
Lieutenant Neville got him to stop stabbing him. Lieutenant Neville fought him right to the end, right until I was able to handcuff this person.
Terrifying accounts of the scene from first responders inside Bishop International Airport after an attack on one of their own. Airport fire and police personnel had a meeting planned at the airport, making them able to respond even quicker to Lieutenant Jeff Neville, who they call a friend.
Very terrifying to see something that quick and respond. Luckily we were very, very close distance to respond.
The FBI says there's enough evidence against Amor Fatui to file terrorism charges. He came to the U.S. from Canada June 16th. The FBI says he came through New York and then somehow got to Michigan. He brought a 12-inch knife with an 8-inch serrated blade into the airport and remained in the public area of the airport before he attacked the lieutenant.
Continued to exclaim Allah, and he made a statement something to the effect of, "You have killed people in Syria, Iraq, and Afghanistan, and we are all going to die."
The airport closed for about 6.5 hours, but reopened shortly after 4 in the afternoon to travelers just hearing about what happened.
It seems like those are the things that happen in the bigger airports, and we're not immune.
The FBI believes this is a lone wolf attack, but they say they're just beginning their investigation into Fatui's background.
We don't believe that anyone was involved with this individual. We have no information to suggest a wider plot.
And hearing that press conference today, it is evident that this was a traumatic day for airport officials. Again, the FBI leading this investigation. Now, earlier this evening, our Flint affiliate reported that Fatui had actually tried to buy a gun and was denied and instead bought a knife. The FBI has not commented on that allegation. And of course, we will continue to follow this investigation as it continues. Reporting from Flint, Lindsay McComal, 24-Hour News 8.
We went to the Ford airport today after the stabbing in Flint and to see how they're responding. The airport tells us more officers have not been called in, but they are now being placed in more visible locations. The Ford says this is to ease nerves of any passengers. In situations like this, TSA determines whether more officers should be called in.
A uniformed officer really does a lot, especially in the airport, because a lot of times people just are tense in general. They watch something on the news or they see something that maybe just makes them a little uneasy, and that's what our airport police officers are here for, is to relieve that tension and let them know that they're okay.
The airport says passengers themselves can be the best defense against an attack by letting officers know if something is suspicious.